Hi, this is Quek here. Welcome to another session of my Facebook Live. In today's session, I would like to talk about personal development, and the topic is why rejection hurts. Okay, now it is only human nature that we get disappointed, we get angry when we face with failure. All right, when we face with rejection. Okay, so basically it is part of human nature. But if you want to be successful, you must be able to control it. Okay, you must be able to control it. That's the most important thing for you to do if you want to be successful. Okay, because it is only human for us to feel bad when we are rejected. Okay, now here I want to share with you a few stories, all right, of rejection. People who overcame objections and they eventually become successful. Okay, most of these stories you probably have heard, but let me go through with you again, because I believe that repetition is the mother of learning. Okay, now Stephen King, I'm sure you have heard about Stephen King. All right, he's an author who write novels on horror type of stories. All right, now he came out with a book called Carrie. Okay, this book was turned down by more than 30 times. It was turned down. Okay, sent to publisher and so on. It was turned down for more than 30 times. Okay, and eventually after that it was accepted and it became the bestseller. And not only that, the movie, the book was turned into a movie as well. Okay, so with all the rejection, 30 times being rejected, at the end of the day, the book became a bestseller. Okay, another story is Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen. I'm sure you heard about Mark Victor Hansen and Jack Canfield. They came out with the book Chicken Soup for the Soul, right? It's a bestseller book around in the world today. But do you realize that, they were turned down not 10 times, not 20 times, but 134 times. Imagine that. You were turned down 134 times. But they persisted and eventually it became an overnight sensation. Today in most of the bookshops, you can see Chicken Soup for the Soul. Okay? Now, another one is Thomas Edison. I'm sure you know about Thomas Edison, right? When he wanted to invent the light bulb, right? He went through 10,000 failures. 10,000 failures. And not only failure, but there were times when he had an accident, the light bulb exploded right on his face and so on, right? 10,000 failures, but eventually he succeeded in inventing the light bulb. And thanks to him, today we don't live in darkness, all right? And you realize that when a reporter interviewed him, and asked him, Mr. Edison, we heard that you failed 10,000 times. You know what was the response? It's so important to realize how he responded. He didn't say, I failed 10,000 times. He said, I didn't fail 10,000 times, but I discovered 10,000 ways that did not work. So I'm getting closer to the way that is going to work. It's a process of elimination, right? So when you fail, you are getting rid of all the things that don't work, and eventually you're going to reach the things that's going to work. So that's how he responded, Thomas Edison. Okay, another one, probably you heard, is Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders, when he was 65 years old, retired with a small pension check, he wanted to do something, and he recalled that he got a fried chicken recipe that a lot of his friends like. So he came up with the idea, and he went to 1,007 restaurants, all right, 1,008 restaurants in fact, and told them that, I got chicken recipe, I'm going to give it to you for free, and what I need from you is just a little bit of franchise payment for every pieces of chicken that you sell. And you know what? They laugh at him. They say, oh man, your brain is fried. We have got our own recipe. But eventually, he didn't give up. He went through 1,009 was the time when somebody said yes. And with that one single Kentucky Fried Chicken become a worldwide phenomenon. Don't you think so? But how many of us can go through failure 1,008 times, my friend? That's why there are not many people like Kentucky Fried Chicken, like Colonel Sanders, all right? So failure is a part of it. So a lot of people, when they get 1 or 2 rejection, they sort of give up, all right? No. Just look at all the successful people, they go through many, many rejection, all right? Now, I want to tell you the last story here. I'm sure everybody heard about the Beatles, right? The Beatles, you know, when they first started, all right? In fact, people said that, you know, band, all right? Band using guitars and all these things, a 4-piece band, is no longer going to be successful. It's outdated, all right? People laugh at them. And they went to Decca Record and a few other record companies in the UK, and they were turned down by 4 recording companies. They were turned down by 4 recording companies, and most of them say that they don't sound good. But what happened to them? When they persisted and persisted, eventually, you heard about the Beatles, right? They became overnight sensation, not only in UK, but throughout the whole world. Okay, so basically, successful people, all they can take and handle failure and rejection, and they will go through, and at the end of the day, they become successful and wildly successful. All right? Just like in the book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill stated that, you know, there is a hidden angel whose duty is to test man and woman through all the difficult circumstances, that's all. And the hidden angel won't let anybody pass the test of persistence, all right? If they don't pass it, they will not be successful, they won't be rewarded. But if they pass the test of persistence, they'll be richly rewarded. So that is why, when you face challenges, congratulations. You face rejection, congratulations. Because why? It is the hidden angel that's giving you a test. So persist, and you come, and you will end up being very highly successful. Okay? Now, let's have a look at rejection. Still hurts today, don't you think so? How about you? Do you still feel hurt when you get rejected? Yeah. So what happens to most people when they get rejected? Let's go through a few things, all right? What are the reactions for those people who get rejected? Well, some of them, they feel hurt. Okay? They feel like being attacked. They feel like, you know, being assaulted. As bad as that. All right? That is what rejection can do to some people. They feel hurt. They feel being attacked and being assaulted, for that matter. Okay? And, you know, to some, they want to crawl into a hole and hide. All sort of people, right? But to some who get rejection, they feel like crawling into the hole and hide. Okay? And to other people, they even weep. They even cry. Yeah? Well, it's not only for women, but men as well. When they feel rejected, they cry. They weep, okay? Another thing is that, you know, those who are aggressive and so on, they curse, yell, and even scream when they get rejected, okay? And also, they threaten people, all right? They even threaten people when they feel rejected. When they get rejected, they even threaten people, okay? And, well, this is quite common. They hit the bush. They feel rejected. Okay, when they get rejected, they go for a drink and drown their sorrow and so on. You know, that is not the right way. Okay? And the other thing, the last thing I would say, that they do anything to ease their pain. Even to the extent of hurting their own family and loved ones. Alright? Because when they get rejected, they go home. Okay, they take it on their family. Okay, on their wife, their children, and so on. So that's very sad. Okay, but that is what happened when people get rejected. Okay, but to me, you know, rejection is nothing. It's just a no. All right, no is just a word, right? Okay, let's test it out. I want you to follow me. No, no, no. Okay, no. What does it do? It doesn't kill you. It is just a word, a sound. That's all. And the sound does not kill you. All right, remember that. You know, a no today may not be a no forever. It can change with time, with circumstances, and so on. Okay, now let's have a look at reasons for the negative emotion. What are the reasons for all this negative emotion when people get rejected? Okay, to some people, it's like a matter of life and death, you know. It's like a matter of life and death. People take so seriously that when they get rejected, you know, it is just a matter of life and death. To some people, of course, very rare, they even commit suicide. All right, because it's a matter of life and death. Okay, and, you know, people, by nature, all right, they like social acceptance and bonding. We human beings like to be bonding, like to have social acceptance. We like people to talk good things about us. That's the reason why we feel bad when we are being rejected, okay? And also, remember this, social pain equals to physical pain. It is as bad as physical pain, although it's just a mental pain, social pain or mental pain, but it is as bad as physical pain, as being hit, you know. So basically that's why, and I heard of cases where, but even on social media, you know, when people talk about them negatively or people unfriend them, there's people who can commit suicide. Isn't it stupid or not? But things like that happen because people take it personal, too personal, and this is what happened. They don't know how to control the emotion and so on. So basically, to me, let me tell you, rejection is just a part of life. It is, when you get rejected, you should thank the universe, thank God for being rejected, because it is teaching you a lesson, you know, making you stronger so that you become much stronger in the future. Okay? Now, well, let's have a look at some of the ways to heal yourself. Okay, there are a few ways that I'm going to share with you how to heal all these emotions and so on. All right. Number one, of course, I don't recommend this. This is taking medication. Of course, there's a medication called Tylenol. All right, but of course, this is not the best way to handle all these things. All right. The second thing is reconnecting with those who love us. Okay, reconnecting with those people who love us and care for us. Especially, you know, you reach out to a member of a group. All right, a member of a group, it could be offline or it could be online as well. People who have the same interest and so on. You know, reach out to them. They might be able to encourage you and so on. All right. And for those who are married, okay, I hope that, you know, reaching out to your spouse will be a good idea. All right. Most of the cases, all right, it's a good idea. I mean, a good example like my case, you know, when I was in debt of more than 1 million ringgit, you know, who do I consult? I got to talk to my wife. And I mean, I'm fortunate because, you know, she's a good person and she listened to me and she became part of it as well. Both of us handled the situation together. All right. So basically, you know, when you have this type of feeling or rejection, you know, talk to somebody who is close to you. Your spouse is the best person. I hope so. All right. But of course, I mean, I may be wrong, but then that's the best thing, all right? Or go for members of a group or in social media and so on, all right? And also, practice makes perfect. Remember, practice makes perfect, all right? Practice makes perfect. You keep on doing and doing. Repetition is the mother of learning, is the mother of skill. So when you keep on doing, you become successful eventually, but you have to be persistent. All right, now, let me give you a simple statistic. For those people who are smokers, all right, they want to quit smoking, all right? Do you realize, on average, they don't quit smoking immediately when they try. Okay, statistics show that it takes 3.6 times before they succeed. 3.6 times. That means they got to try and try and try and eventually they succeed. Alright, so basically, it is keep on doing and doing and doing, and just like learning as well, just like getting rid of bad habits and so on. So you need to do it over and over again, then you have no feeling anymore for it. Okay? The other thing is laugh away your pain. Well, this is good, right? Laugh away your pain. Of course, there's a strategy in NLP whereby, you know, you reframe the situation. All right, when it is a negative situation, let's say your boss rejected you, all right? So what you need to do is that you reframe it. You look at your boss in cartoon, in a picture whereby, you know, with funny shape of face, the eye and nose, and so that you laugh. Looks like a clown, all right? So you can't help it, but you laugh. So you laugh away the rejection, okay? Or another thing is that, you know, just tell yourself, your imperfection increase your attractiveness. Wow. All right. That means, you know, your imperfection increase your attractiveness. So basically, you don't feel bad at all, okay? So what it is to reduce, you reduce the negative emotion, okay? Now, the other thing that you can profit from good rejection, learn from them, all right? Profit from good rejection. Learn from them. All right. When you are rejected, well, it simply means that, you know, things are not what you expected. So what has gone wrong? What is it that you are lacking or whatever? So learn from good rejection. Okay. Now, so what does rejection or the word no means to you? Like I said just now, it is just a sound, right? No, 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 it's a sound. The sound shouldn't kill you at all. It's just a sound. All right. If you get killed by a sound, it's very stupid, isn't it? Just like the rain, on a rainy day, you hear this sound of the raindrop. Does it scare you? Does it make you want to kill yourself. No, it's just a sound. All right, but a lot of people, they fear the word no so much. All right, but the truth is that, look at all the successful people. They went through many, many failures, and eventually they become successful. So it is a part of life. Remember what Napoleon Hill said? There is a hidden angel whose duty is to test man and woman through all the difficult circumstances. And if they pass the test of persistence, they've been richly rewarded. So if you want to be richly rewarded, go through it. Go through the persistence. All right. I personally have gone through a lot of difficult times. But you know, when I look at it, I say, wow, it has to happen to bring me to where I am today. I appreciate those difficult times because I believe that, you know, the Creator is giving you all these challenges and rejection to make you a stronger person. All right. Only when you can deserve what you want, all right, by going through all the challenges, then you will receive what you want. That's it. Okay. So I hope that you learned something here today. All right. Let me summarize for you why rejection hurt. All right. Well, it's only natural for us, right? To get hurt, we have feelings, right? When we get rejected, we hurt. But we must learn how to control it if we want to become successful in life. Okay, I talk about some stories of people who face rejection, become successful. Stephen King, Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen, Thomas Edison, Curtis Sanders, the Beatles, all right? Now, well, when you get rejected, you hurt, all right? Well, what do the people do? They feel attacked, they feel hurt, assaulted, and so on, all right? They feel, you know, some of them go and have a drink, you know, get themselves drunk and so on, all those things, you know. I don't want to go through the whole thing. And basically, those are the few things that I want to talk about handling rejection, okay? How we, why rejection hurts so much for most people. So if you have rejection, my friend, congratulations. You are on your way to success. Take it positively, okay? So I would like to thank you for your time that you spent with me here. I hope that you really learned something here. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment, okay? So that's all my sharing for today. I will see you again on Friday with another session of my Facebook Live. So this is Richard Quek from Malaysia wishing you good night and goodbye.